If you are working in banks and NBFCs and deals in loans and advances, then CIBIL analysis is your first line of defense. Every year, hundreds of bankers and credit officers face show cause notices, suspensions, and even disciplinary actions. And do you know the biggest reason? Well, many of these are related to loans and advances. Most of these cases could have been prevented if the officer had just analyzed the CIBIL report properly. Yes, you heard that right. Not financial ratios, not stock statements, not balance sheets, just the CIBIL report. Because inside every CIBIL report lies the truth about a borrower's behavior. And missing one hidden red flag can destroy your career, damage your branch portfolio, and put you in the audit spotlight. So friends, let me ask you, what if you reject a good borrower because you misread the report? Or even worse, what if you sanction a fraudster because you only saw the score and not the history? Now, these are the mistakes that no banker, no credit officer, and no NBFC professional can afford. And that's exactly why I designed this masterclass. Unlike other masterclasses or workshops that only teach surface level consumer CIBIL, this program will not only teach consumer CIBIL but will also take you deep into commercial CIBIL, which is a part that most bankers ignore. But mind you, auditors will never forgive you for missing this. This masterclass is your complete shield against errors in CIBIL analysis. By the end, you will be able to read consumer and commercial CIBIL like an expert. Also detect hidden red flags that even senior credit professionals sometimes miss. Then get hands-on practice with real consumer and commercial CIBIL case studies. And last but not the least, confidently present your appraisal in front of sanctioning committees and audit teams. Next, let me quickly walk you through all the modules of this program. Now, Module 1 is Foundations of Credit Scores and CIBIL Reports. So, we will start off with the absolute basics. What are credit scores? Why do they exist? What is the difference between consumer CIBIL and commercial CIBIL? And also, how do these reports get structured and what does DPD really means? Friends, this module builds your foundation because most mistakes happen when bankers take the basics for granted. The next module 2 is deep dive into score calculation and report sections. Now in this module, we will put on the credit manager's microscope. We will see how exactly is score calculated via repayment history, utilization, credit mix and enquiries. Also, what does each section of CIBIL report really means, from executive summary to account information. And lastly, how to connect the dots like a doctor reading an X-ray. Now this module will train you to look beyond the numbers and into the story hidden inside the report. The next module is spotting red flags and hidden patterns. Now friends, this is where we step into the shoes of a detective. Because let's be honest, CIBIL reports don't always shout the truth. Sometimes the score looks perfect, yet the borrower's past behavior tells a very different story. In this module, I will show you how to look beyond the obvious. You will learn to identify the quiet warning signals hidden inside every report, that is the subtle patterns that most officers miss. These could be small inconsistencies, unusual borrowing behavior, or profile that looks too clean to be real. Think of it like reading between the lines. Where other credit professionals will see the numbers, you will begin to see the story, whether it's a caution, confidence, or concealed risk. By the end of this session, you will have the sharp eyes of a seasoned credit professional who is able to catch hidden dangers even when the surface looks absolutely safe. The next module is about the advanced tools, that is CRILIC, deduplication and cross-checks. RBI expects you to use CRILIC for larger exposures, run deduplication checks to unmark disguised borrowers, and also cross-verify GST, MCA and dishonored checks. Now this module gives you basic introduction to some of these extra shields that make you an advanced credit professional. The next module is about commercial CIBIL. Now this is the most ignored but most dangerous area. Please note, consumer CIBIL only tells you half the story. The other half lies in the commercial CIBIL report of businesses, proprietorships, partnerships and companies. So here you will learn all about CMR ranks and what they mean, then repayment patterns of businesses and also how promoter behavior affects company risk. So this module will prepare you for real life lending decisions where most action against the staff happens. Then in next module, we will cover the case study of consumer CIBIL. Friends, as you know, theory is incomplete without practice. In this case study, we will analyze a real commercial CIBIL report. You will see how hidden repayment stress, multiple inquiries, and old write-offs can create a risky profile even when the score looks acceptable. Then finally, we will close this masterclass with a live commercial CIBIL analysis. So here you will learn how to detect liquidity crunches in working capital accounts, interpret CMR ranks and what it means for sanctioning, and finally how to identify aggressive loan shopping and collateral revaluation tricks. So this case study will make you ready for credit committee discussions. So friends, this is not just another masterclass or a workshop. This is your career insurance policy. Because the truth is simple. In banking and NBFCs, loan and advances are where careers are made or destroyed. And the first line of defense is your CIBIL analysis. By the end of this masterclass, you will not just read a CIBIL report. You will decode it, detect risk, and defend your decisions like a fearless credit professional. So buckle up, let's begin this journey to master CIBIL analysis, safeguard your portfolio, and secure your career. So join now, the link is there in description and I will meet you inside this masterclass.